Guess what time it is, guys? It's story time. First story. I'm pretty sure I offended this old white lady today because I was picking up my sister, right, from cosmetology school, and I was bumping my music. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. Anyways, so yeah, I was playing that song, and you know at the end of the song where he starts talking all that shit? Yeah. And of course, you already know, I had to listen to my Tupac Shakur, Hello, and I was listening to Hit 'Em Up. Come on, you know that song. I know you know that song, and if you don't, you better fucking learn that song, because that's a dope song. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. Anyways, so yeah, I was playing that song, and you know at the end of the song where he starts talking all that shit? Yeah. Well, it got to the part where he was like, fuck you and your motherfucking mama, and she rolled up her window. I was like, oh, am I interrupting your fucking time? Like, have you never heard the word fuck before? Fuck, 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 fuck. But yeah, I invited her, and I was like, oh well, Tupac better than me. So of course I played that bitch louder, like, so she could hear it over her fucking window. I was like, bitch, Tupac, being a bitch that I am, of course I had to fucking start rapping that shit loud as fuck. Had the music blasting loud as fuck, because if you're gonna be disrespectful and roll up your window, I'm gonna be disrespectful too. Because like literally it wasn't even that loud at first, but she heard it because she decided to fucking pull up like 2 inches away from me. Like, obviously you're gonna hear my music, bitch, and if you don't like it too fucking bad, you shouldn't pull that. I mean, if you didn't want to hear my music and shit, you shouldn't have parked fucking 2 inches away from my fucking door, like, and you wouldn't have heard the shit. Shit would have been fine, but you decided to do it, so I don't give a fuck, bitch. Okay, so the next story, I was driving, right, and I came across this thing, and I was just like, it caught me off guard, and I'm like, the fuck? So I was driving, and I came across this funeral home, and you're not gonna believe the name of this funeral home. This place was literally called Dyke's Funeral Home. Dyke's Funeral Home. Like, is it just for dykes? Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, but can only lesbians, like, be having a ceremony there or something? Like, I'm confused, but... like, if I died tomorrow and my family wanted to have a ceremony for me and we decided to go to Dyke's Funeral Home, would they turn me down? Would they be like, oh, is your daughter a lesbian or not? And they'd be like, nah. And then they'd be like, oh, nah, you can't come here, only dykes. I'm so... So now that I sound like a hateful scumbag, let's move on. But for real though, I have no problem with lesbians or gay people, so I love you guys. But for real, I'm gonna tell you about the dream I had last night. I was bopping bitches, bop, bop, bop. So for some reason, we were at like this type of club thing, me and my friends, but it was like in a house. It was really weird. So, like, originally it's supposed to be some kind of club, right? But it was for some reason like in a setup of a house, like rooms and all. Like, it was weird. So, like, you know how clubs are like 18 and over, and like you have to have like a stamp or something if you're 21 to drink. Okay, well, this setup was, we're in different rooms. So like literally the 21 and over people were in a separate room, and then the 18, 19, 20-year-olds were all in a different room. We could still see everything that was going on in the 21 and over room, and there was pretty much nobody in that bitch, but there was everybody in the fucking room that I was in, and we were all like, Me and my friends are dancing and shit, having a great old time, till these 2 drunk hoes come into our room, right, and start talking all this shit, and I'm like, what? Like, so the skinny little white girl was like, oh, blah, 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 and, like, getting into my conversation, and I'm like, but bitch, like, nah. Stay in your lane. I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but I was saying something to my friends, and the bitch started talking shit like, oh, yeah, that's because you're not 21 and over, and you can't be in this, and blah, 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 you can't drink, and I'm like, bitch, like, so I was like, first of all, bitch, I am 20 motherfucking years old, and I'm like, well, why are you fucking 21 or over, and you're in my bitch, like, you're in my fucking room, ho, like, get the fuck out. And yeah, she was like, oh, you guys are lame because you can't drink, and I'm like, but bitch, you're lame because you're hanging out with a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-olds when you're 21 and over, like, what do you mean? Like, obviously you're fucking lame as shit. Like, I was really trying to understand. Like, she's talking all this shit about how we're too young to drink and we're in a separate room, but she's in our room and she's old enough. Like, so this bitch just kept talking shit. So I bopped the shit out of the bitch. I was like, bop, bop, bop in the head. Like, and I wasn't stopping. I just kept going, bop, 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 bop. And the bitch, so she fell, right? Because I just kept bopping her in the head, like, bop, bop, bop. And she knew she didn't want no more, so she stopped, right? So then her fat ass friend comes over and starts talking shit too and trying to kick my ass because I kicked her friend's ass. Fucking Oompa Loompa ass. So I bopped that bitch too. And I like bopped her and I took her all the way down to the floor and I just kept bopping. So I just keep bopping the bitch because like, yeah. And so then my friend comes over. She's like, whoa, what's going on, Kaylee? What's going on? I'm just like, the bitch is talking shit, so I'm bopping the bitch. Like, what? My friend's looking at me like I'm crazy and shit. And she's like, what is going on? And I'm just like, I'm bopping the bitch. Like, so she starts bopping the bitch too. After I bopped the twig bitch ass and the Oompa Loompa ass, I fucking woke the fuck up because I was like, I'm done with this shit. Good night. And those were my stories. I hope you enjoyed.